Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. Thanks for joining me today. And if you're taking the time to watch the replay, I always appreciate you doing that. My name is Lori DeGroot from Lori's and May Crafts, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Calgary, Alberta. And when I come live, it's just a fun way for me to share ideas and techniques and inspiration with you to help you take your paper crafting supplies and turn them into beautiful projects that you can then share with others. Today, I am featuring some beautiful new paper that I love called Glorious, I'm going to get the words wrong, Glorious Gingham Designer Series paper, and the Layering Leaves stamp set. And so I've got 3 cards for you today, so stick around for all of that. Usually I just have a couple, but these colors are so pretty, and this stamp set is so much fun to play with that you guys are going to have a good time with it. So before we get going, I have posted and I sent out an email today, but there's a lot going on in the Stampin' Up! World today, and so I just want to briefly highlight on the things so you don't miss out, right? Lots of things are going on, especially this summer, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware. So the first thing is that Online Exclusives has a brand new product offering out there. So what are Online Exclusives? Those are products that you can find at Stampin' Up's online store, so stampinup.ca. And there's a special section for it called Online Exclusives, and these are just products that are not tied to any specific catalog. So they don't necessarily have a retire by date. Some of them are while supplies last, but some of them will keep coming back in stock. So it's just kind of a fun way for Stampin' Up! To introduce new products. So you can order these online or through me. It doesn't matter, but you can only find like the images and everything of them online. So there are some brand new things out there. A couple kind of holiday wintry kind of ones. This really cute one with like a truck punch that I think people are going to love. So be sure you go and check out all the brand new products. The second thing to bring up is that it is officially the beginning of bonus days. Yay! So what are bonus days? It's for every $60 you spend from now until the end of July, you will get a $6 coupon. And so there's no limit to how many coupons you can earn. And then when you'll get your coupon, which is like a code that Stampin' Up! Sends you in an email, and then you get to use it next month on some fun new products as well. So you earn the coupons in July and you can spend them in August. So that's how that works. So that's pretty fun. There's a clearance rack refresh, so they only do that every few months. And so there's a lot of brand new things on the clearance rack. And so I took a quick peek, and there's a lot of things from last year's like mini Christmas or holiday mini catalog. So maybe you'll find some things that you missed out on last fall and Christmas time. There's some like things, I think I saw something for like $1, $1.25, some of the embellishments, so don't miss out on that. So there might be some good finds in there. And the very last thing is if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber for today and tomorrow only, you could get 50% off past kits, refills, and add-ons. So I would encourage you to go check out what Paper Pumpkin has on sale on the online store as well. And if you're not a subscriber, you can always subscribe this month, today or tomorrow, and you'll get July's Fun in the Sun kit, which looks super cute, and then you'll be able to take part in the sale as well. Okay, that's all the spiel. If you miss any of my spiel when you're coming in later, go back and listen to everything. I don't want you to miss out on all the great deals that Stampin' Up! Has to offer. So let's get to the crafting now to give you some ideas of what you can do with your card making supplies. So today I've got 2 fun things to share, right? So we're going to be showing off the Layering Leaves stamp set, which is one of the $1 million stamp sets. So it's designed by a demonstrator, and it's so lovely. Okay, I love these sentiments. I'm a sucker for beautiful sentiments with the nice scripty font, right? So, and this is perfect for any occasion. Right, so we've got celebrations, thinking of you, and hugs, thank yous, hellos. I mean, so obviously you can use this for anything. And then you've got these really fun leaf images, and then like a little splatter kind of one there to add some detail. And what's great about this is it coordinates with the Bough Punch. So let me show you that. So this is a returning item, so the Bough Punch. So this coordinates well. So you can just punch the leaves out of cardstock, but you can also stamp and cut out as well. So that's the one thing we're going to show off today. And the other thing is the glorious Gingham DSP, Designer Series paper. So it comes in these 5 amazing colors, all brand new or returning colors. So Berry Burst, Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, Pecan Pie, and Lemon Lime Twist. So it's got, I think, I don't know how many you get of each sheet, 6 or something like that. And then it's got 2 gingham designs. So I'm going to show you how to put all these colors together and these patterns together to create some lovely cards. So let's start with the first one. And so what I wanted to do was to combine some of the colors in that paper together so that you've got that paper stack with those 5 colors in it. You can obviously use them all separately, but I wanted to show you how you could use them together as well. So my first color combination is Blueberry Bushel and Lemon Lime Twist. And those are fun colors together. So this is just my regular card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored in half at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to layer up a piece of the same color cardstock. And this is 3.5 by 5. And then we're just going to cut a piece of the DSP. So when I get a 6 by 6 paper stack and I'm designing my cards, I like to cut my paper, find a way to use my DSP at 3 inches because then you're going to get the most out of your paper, right? So a standard, say you're going to mat it on the front of the card, 4 by 5 1/4, you're only going to get 1 card out of the sheet. So I like to figure out how I can get 2. So I'm going to cut this in half at 3 and then cut it to 4.5. And then you've got those bits to use on a different project. So let's just go ahead and put these 2 pieces on. Cheryl says she just got this yesterday. The DSP, I don't know. I think you're going to like it. So let's put on our cardstock, and I'm going to put it actually kind of more to the bottom right, just for, I don't know, a little interest sake as opposed to centering it on the card. But if you prefer it centered, go right ahead. And I'm also going to do this. So it's kind of like a different layered look because it's not all perfectly lined up. And in person, you can see those layers a bit better. And now we're going to layer up a few different things. So to create a little backdrop for some leaves that we're going to punch out with that stamp set, I've just got a circle. So this is going to create kind of a background to put everything on. So this is Balmy Blue. So I just wanted to find a blue that was a lighter tone than the Blueberry Bushel. So Balmy Blue looks good with that. And then I've just cut a couple pieces of the DSP and Lemon Lime Twist. So these are 3 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And so I thought this is kind of in lieu of ribbon. So you're kind of going to add it like a detail like that. And then I've got a label piece for our sentiment. And this lovely label comes from the Something Fancy dies. So that's the shape here, the second one. And then we need to get some leaves to add into this project. So I'm going to grab my Bough Punch. And I'm going to punch out a set in Lemon Lime Twist. Okay. And then I'm going to punch out a set in Blueberry Bushel. And now I'm also going to stamp and punch out a set as well. Just to show you what it looks like when you I don't know, with the white with the stamp, it looks a bit different. I think I actually need 1 more blue. I want 1 more blue, so I'm going to punch another set here. Another of the bigger ones. Okay, so I am going to grab, that's this one here. So there's actually 2 different styles, and they're 2 step stamping. So these 2 go together, and these 2 go together. So let's just grab a block here. So I'm not going to do the 2-step stamping today. I just want the outline. And so I'm going to stamp in Blueberry Bushel. And then I just want to make sure that I'm stamping it the same way as the punch so that it's easy to punch out. So I'm going to stamp it that way. And go in and line that up. Like so. So I've got one of those, and then I would like one of the little guys. So I'm gonna grab, whoops. I'm gonna grab this one here. And I'm also gonna stamp that blueberry bushel. And this one goes the other way. So when you're punching out anything, you just kind of gotta pay attention to the direction so you've got it on your cardstock in a way that's gonna fit into your punch. All right, so now we've got a bunch of pieces that we can kind of layer up into a bundle, and let's stamp our sentiment while the ink pad is out. So for this one, I'm going to use Sending Hugs. And pick that up there, and same color, of course. We'll just center that into our label piece. Ooh, isn't that nice? These sentiments stamp so nice. I love it. And I'm just going to clean off my stamp because I'm going to need this block in a minute. So with your photopolymer stamps, get the Simply Chamois, and you can get these little stamp cases to store it in. Just leave it a little open so it doesn't get kind of moldy on the inside. And then we'll just close this up. And now we're going to start putting everything together. So let's go ahead and put our circle on. Oh, I didn't tell you where the circle was from. So this is the Stylish Shapes dies in the largest circle. So that's what that is. If you had a circle punch, you could go ahead and use that, or the retired layering circles dies, wherever you can get a circle from. And just gonna put that on there. And then we've got our two strips of a lemon lime twist. And so I've got the big gingham as the background. So I'm going to contrast that with the small gingham on the lemon lime twist. And then I just kind of want them poking out. They're going to poke out the side here with all our leaves. And so I was trying to think of the easiest way that we could get all our leaves on, right? We want this to not be fussy. So I think just put adhesive on the back, and then you could just start layering it up this way. So you could gather them all up together and then stick them on, or I'm going to try to do it this way where they kind of just stick to the back of my label. So I want the ones that I've stamped on top because they've got that white to kind of pop. And then we're going to add the lemon lime twist. There's no right or wrong. You're just making a little bunch behind, and I'm just kind of sticking it into the adhesive in the back. And if you need a little more, you could add a little more. I'm going to put this one up there. And then maybe I should have tucked that guy in first. Maybe the little ones first. Nah, just like that. And then we're going to put dimensionals on the back here. And so you can put that right over top of all your stems, and it'll help kind of secure it in place. I found that I needed a dimensional in the middle just to help balance things out nicely. And then if you wanted these to stick down a little better too on your card, now that you've got your sprig kind of where you want, you could grab some glue dots and you could put them on the back of your stems, or if you're a liquid glue person, then you could just put on a little liquid glue. Okay, and then we're just going to put this on like that. You can see how those two colors look so great together. I love it. They're bright, they're vibrant, but they look really good together. There, that's our first one. And I'm going to show you the second one here. But first we're going to add some gems. So I've used these a few times, but look, there's so many occasions that you can use them for. These colors are awesome. This is the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. Okay, so there's a Tinsel Gems 3-pack, and then there's a 4-pack. So this one has all the colors we need for the glorious Gingham DSP. So it's got Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst, and Lemon Lime Twist. And so obviously we're going to use the colors that I've used on this card. And like there's no right or wrong always to gems wherever you want them. So I'm just going to use my take your pick tool to grab a few. And put them on like that. And that is our first card. So let's go ahead and make the second one with a second color combination. All the basics of it are the same. So let's go ahead and start putting it together. And then you can tell me which color combination that is your favorite. I always like to see what other people's favorites are. Sometimes it's different than what I think, right? Like a couple weeks ago, I made those sweet citrus cards, and I did a lemon one, a lime one, and a grapefruit one. Do you know that almost everybody said their favorite was the grapefruit one? If you missed that video, go back and watch it. But I was surprised. I didn't know that was going to be everybody's favorite. It was the surprise winner. So obviously I've got Pretty Peacock here as our base. So all this is the same as the first card. I've got the same idea with my large circle here. Looks like I need more seal. So the color I've gone with here is Lost Lagoon. So Lost Lagoon is a perfect complementary color to Pretty Peacock. It's the same tone. They look really nice together. And then I'm pairing this up with Berry Burst. And these two colors look really good together. I have already used these colors together on cards before. And I'm really happy with how that looks. So we're just going to build up the same thing. So now you can see how you've got one idea for a card. And that you can just change up the colors, and then it's going to look completely different, and you can use it for a different occasion. So I want a few Pretty Peacock bows, and then I want a set of Berry Burst. And then we're going to do some stamping again. So this time we're going to stamp in Pretty Peacock. And I'm going to use a different sentiment so it looks different. And I'm going to use Best Wishes. So let's grab that one. And then my last card is completely different than these two. So stick around for a whole other idea with this set here. So we'll stamp Best Wishes. And then we're going to stamp some leaves again. So let me just clean this up here. I'm always a sucker for the gingham paper. I love that. They had some pretty kind of pastel-y ones the last go round, or the subtles. But this time, these bold, bright colors, they're fun to play with. So this time I'm going to use, where'd it go? I put it on my desk. I'm going to use the other leaf just to show you how it stamps. So the first time I use this one I'm going to use the second one. And we'll stamp that. And then I'm also going to use the other smaller detail in a different. So you can see those are slightly different than the first ones that we did. And I think this stamp set was designed so with a demonstrator, right? So Rachel Tessman, I think, is this one. And you can, if you want more ideas, definitely go check out her card ideas. And this one here, I'm going to show you in a second. I thought this was the cutest idea. So this one here, she made a card and she turned them into little coffee beans. She just cut them off the stem. I wouldn't, you know, stamp them in early espresso, and they looked like coffee beans. So cute. Oh, people have such great creativity, right? With something that I'm not sure I would have ever come up with that. So another way to maybe make your little bouquet of leaves, you could do it in your hand, depending how coordinated you are. Kind of like this, and then stick them onto your thing. But I thought it was easier to put them one by one. So you kind of do it this way too. I'm all about making it the easiest possible for me. So that's not bad. This one didn't stick. So maybe let's add a glue dot to this one. And I might stick a couple glue dots to the back just so they're secured to the card, and then we'll get our dimensionals on there. All right, so we've got one Blueberry Bushel Lemon Lime Twist card, one Pretty Peacock Berry Burst. So you can tell me which one's your favorite. And then I'm going to make one with all 5 colors. And you're going to see that they look really lovely together. So there's this one coming together. We'll just add our gems. So if you've bought this paper, I encourage you to get these gems too, because you're going to love the way that they coordinate together. And one up there. There we go. So let's show you both of those together. All right, so those are 2 cards. So you could obviously change this up where the Lemon Lime Twist is the main color, or the Berry Burst is the main color, and then all of a sudden you've got a whole set of cards. So let's make one more to show you how maybe you can combine all of the colors. So to kind of create a neutral background to put all 5 colors together, we're just going to use a white card base, and then we're going to punch out a set of leaves in every color, right? So you might even want to do 2, because sometimes it's nice to have a couple of those bigger ones. We'll just kind of do a mishmash of everything. So we've got, just grab your scrap paper, start punching. So Berry Burst. Here's your pecan pie. So I am going to punch out one pecan pie this time, which is a lovely brown. It's a pretty brown. And then we need a sentiment. And so this time I've grabbed a different shape, but it's still from the Something Fancy dies. And this time we're going to stamp in Berry Burst. And I'm going to do the hello. Or maybe I'll do, you know what? My sample I did hello, so maybe I'll do a thank you one on this one. All these sentiments are so great. So that fits great on that shape. Okay, so first, let's start adding up. So what I decided to do was cut a little piece of every color. So I'm going to use the small gingham side. And these are 1 inch by 3 inches. Remember, I like my 3-inch rule for my 6x6 paper stack. And this is the order I'm going to go in. So add some seal to the back here. And then you're going to be, surprised at how well these colors actually all go together, even with the brown mixed in. I wasn't sure at first, but I do like the way how it looks. And so you can make them like perfectly line up, but I'm going to make them a little messy. So then it's just easier. So they can be a little crooked and a little off. And that's going to be fine. Although you probably want them centered on your card better than I just did. They're a bit high. Bring that. Yeah, that's good. I just kind of wanted it to be a little random. So I found when you cut them 1-inch strips, then they fit nicely on the card. That's what I want to say. So let's go ahead and do like before and just create like a little sprig out each side of this sentiment. So just kind of gather up all the ones you've got and just start adding until you like it. I'm just trying to make sure maybe that I have one of every color on there on each side. I'll grab this little I don't know, something like that. Be easier to put the little ones on first. Then pink. I just thought it was fun. It's colorful. It's bold. It's kind of fun to use all the colors. And then it's just kind of be an explosion of color on there. And then we'll just put it on with dimensionals. And then again, to make your little bows stick on better, you can add some glue dots to the back. If it's hard for you to position your glue dots, you could always use the end of your, take your pick tool. I'm sticking to everything here. So you could use the pointy end. And you could just pick it off like that. This take your pick tool. There's new ends and everything. I mean, it really is a good all-purpose tool for so many different crafting things. And we'll just peel the backings off of this. And then add that on. So I did mine kind of right on the end. You could make it go kind of diagonal too if you wanted, whichever way that you like. And then now you can play with all the gems, all the colors. All 4 are going to look good on this. So however many you want to go crazy with here. Like I've already almost used this whole sheet. I love this. I love them. They're fun. Let's get a little more sticky stuff on there. No, something like that. Sometimes I overthink it, so you just gotta like stick them on wherever. All right. And there's our final card to show you how to use all 5 of the colors. Is that a little blurry there, but there you go. So let me show you, I did hello on my original sample. So any of those sentiments are going to look really great. So let's just show you that stamp set again. Layering Leaves stamp set. I think it's a must-have. If you're looking for some great sentiments, I love this one. And then our 2 cards. All right, let's just bring you back up for a second. All right, thanks so much for watching today, and I hope you like these cards. You got some ideas with those fun new colors and how you can mix and match them, and these amazing new products. So if you missed all the information at the beginning, go back and watch the beginning. We've got online exclusives, bonus days, paper pumpkin sale, and a clearance rack refresh. Clearance rack refresh, that's what I'm trying to say. So lots of things going on, so be sure to check out stampin'up.ca so you don't miss out on any of the fun. I believe I will be back next week with another fun project for you to give you some ideas. So please join me then. And until then, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.